Okay, so today's tutorial is going to be on making a scarf, like an infinity scarf, sorry. And so what I'm going to be using today is like a chunky kind of type of yarn. It's quick and easy, that's what it says on there. And then I'm going to be using a crochet hook of the size J, and it's 6mm. So yeah, that's the hook I'm going to be using. It looks like this. And you can use any type of yarn and any size hook that works best with your yarn, but I'm going to use this one. And what we want to start off with is our slip knot. And I do mine different probably from you, or if you don't know how, it's very simple. I have a video on it. And this is going to be a different kind of not single crochet or anything like that, more like double crochet, but in a different kind of style. I'll show you right now. You'll see. So okay, we're going to start with our slip knot, and we're going to chain up. I'm going to do 141. I'm going to see. I'll let you know how many I do. But let me go ahead and start this, and you're just going to start chaining 1, 2, 3, and then if you want, I will let you know how many I do really quick, and then I'll get back to you. But if you're using a regular yarn, 4-ply worsted yarn, usually the normal one, you probably want to do 141. But whatever you feel is best for you for an infinity size scarf that you want to do, but always make sure it's a multiple of 2, plus you want to add one extra at the end. Okay, if that makes any sense. So I'll meet you guys back here, and I'll tell you how much I did for this size yarn, but I recommend probably 141 for regular smaller yarn. Okay, so I'll back to you right now. Okay, so I ended up doing 141, and it's probably be about this long. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's this big, and it's gonna get bigger because of the width of it, so it's gonna be a lot bigger. Don't worry, it may look small. This is what it looks like, into like this, folded in circle, and that's what it looks like. It looks small, but don't worry, it'll look bigger once you're done. Now what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that this thing is like this, with the smooth side up, not the bumpy side up, but the smooth side up, and you're going to make sure that it's all in a straight line. You want it all to be straight so you can do a slip stitch, and I'll tell you right now what a slip stitch is just in case you don't know, but just make sure that it is all straight and not turned around and one side is flipped. So once you got that, you're going to bring it and you're going to connect it. And by doing that is you're going to go into the first chain that you did and make sure everything's straight. You're going to pick some yarn up, pull through, and you're going to pull through both of them. Okay, so that's a slip stitch. You're basically connecting it together. So mine is all straight. Let me make sure really quick. You always want to make sure before anything. And yep, mine is straight. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to, and don't mind my daughters in the background, I'm talking, so okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to chain up 2. 1, 2. Okay, then you're going to wrap the yarn around your hook. You're going to go into the same one as you just slip stitch in. You're going to go inside, you're going to pick up the yarn, wrap the yarn around your hook, and you're going to go into not the stitch but the next stitch. You're going to skip a stitch basically. You're going to pick up the yarn, and then you're going to wrap the yarn around the hook and pull through all of those. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on your hook, and you're going to pull through all of them. Then you're going to wrap the yarn, and you're going to close that stitch and then chain 1. Okay, so that may be a little confusing to you, so I'm going to just show you the pattern really quick. So you're going to wrap the yarn around your hook, go into the same stitch, the same one that you just did that into, same one. You're going to go in, wrap the yarn around, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, and then you're going to wrap the yarn around. Sorry, I'm not in blend. Sorry. Wrap the yarn around, and then you're going to want to go into skip a stitch, right? So not this one right here. It's going to look like it's there's a stitch not there, but it's there. So you're not going to go into that one, but you're going to go into this one. So go in, wrap the yarn around, pull through, and then you're going to pull through all of those. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Then you're going to close the stitch and chain up 1. Alright, so I hope that makes sense to you. So then you're going to wrap the yarn around, keep showing you, go into the same stitch, wrap the yarn around, pull through, you'll have 3 on your hook, wrap the yarn around, go skip a stitch, and I'm not sure if I'm skipping a stitch. I think I didn't, sorry. Apologize for that. I think I did not. I thought that was a stitch, but it's not. I can see now. So I messed up. My bad. So you're gonna wrap the yarn around, go into the same stitch. We're still going the same stitch, but I forgot to skip. Or I thought that was a stitch, but it wasn't. So we're gonna skip a stitch, go into the next stitch, and then you're gonna wrap the yarn around, pull through all of those stitches. Okay. Maybe it's just the chunkiness of this one, the chunky yarn. I'm not sure, but it looks better like this. So you're going to close that stitch and then chain up 1. So then you wrap the yarn around, go into the same stitch, pull through, you'll have 3 on your hook, and you're going to wrap the yarn around and skip a stitch, wrap the yarn around, pull through, and then pull through all 5 of those, and then you're going to close that stitch and chain up 1. So we're going to keep doing this until, you know, we're all the way around, okay? I'm going to do one more for you. So what you're going to do is wrap the yarn around, go into that same stitch, pull through, you have 3 on your hook, wrap the yarn around, skip a stitch, go in, wrap the yarn around, pull through, and you'll pull through all 5 of those. And then you're going to close your stitch and chain up 1. Okay? So I'll meet you guys at the end, and I'm going to fix the camera because I feel like it's not focused. So I'll meet you guys at the end, okay? Okay, so we're coming to the end right here, and I just finished my last one, and I'm going to go ahead and close that stitch, but I'm not going to chain 1, okay? I'm going to just not chain 1 and just do it like that, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the, we chain 2, beginning, we're going to slip stitch to the top of chain 2. So we're just going to go into that chain, see this or not, go into that chain, pull through and pull through all the way. Then you're going to chain up 2, 1, 2, okay? And I noticed that with this yarn, since it's super chunky, you're supposed to only skip 1 stitch, but I decided to skip 2 stitches. If you're using regular yarn, just skip 1 stitch. But with this one, I think it looks better skipping 2, so that's why I skipped 2. But normally, just skip 1. So now we're gonna, I'm not sure if that's how it's gonna work up here because I've never used chunky yarn to do this scarf before, but we'll see right now how it works out, and I'll let you know. So if you are using chunky yarn, you can know what to do. So okay, so now I'm gonna wrap the yarn around my hook, and I'm gonna go into, let me see if you can see, go into this little stitch right here, and go into that one right there. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna want to, you know, go in, but of course I'm gonna go into this one right there, and then go into that stitch. I'm gonna pull through, and I'll wrap the yarn around my hook, and then I'm gonna go into the stitch that we used to close. So it's this one right here. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna go right into here. You can see, hopefully. Now wrap the yarn around my hook, pull through, and we're going to pull through all 5. Then I'm going to wrap the yarn around my, I'm going to close that stitch and chain up 1. Okay, so it's basically the same pattern, but instead of skipping, you're going to go into this one right here. So this stitch right here. So you're going to go into the stitch, and it's the one that you use to close your stitch off. So you're just going to be going into these right here. This one right there. You can see. So I'm going into these things right here. So on this one, it's going to be this one right here. So you're going to go into there. So I'm going to show you one more time how to do this. So wrap the yarn around your hook, go into the same stitch, pull through, wrap the yarn around your hook, and go into that one, pull through, and you're going to pull through all 5. And you're going to close the stitch and chain up 1. So that's going to be the new pattern. So I'm going to do one more time. Sorry, I'm going to do one more time just to make sure you guys got it. And don't mind my daughter's clapping in the background. So wrap the yarn around your hook, go into the same stitch, pull through, wrap the yarn around your hook, go into that one now, wrap the yarn around your hook, pull through, and then you're going to pull through all 5. Okay? And then close it and chain up 1. So you're going to do that pattern all the way around, okay? And I'll meet you guys back here. Okay, so I'm coming to the end already. I'm going to do my last stitch right here, and I'm going to go into this last one right here. I don't know if you can see that, and then I'm going to pull through all 5 of those, and then I'm going to chain up, I'm going to close the stitch, chain, oh no, not chain up, sorry, just close the stitch like we did last time, and then we're going to go ahead and slip stitch to the top of the chain 2, so right into here. We're going to slip stitch, pull right through, and then we're going to chain up 2. And we're just going to repeat the same pattern we did, and we're going to repeat this all the way until we have, you know, the width of we want our scarf. So I'm going to go ahead and do a few more, and I'll let you know how many rows I did. But just keep doing this pattern. Same one we did, the same thing we did last time. And just keep doing it until you have the same width that you want, alright? And, I mean, the width that you want. And I will let you guys know how many I did for this chunky yarn, so you guys can know. And I'll meet you guys back here once I did all the rows I want to do. So for this one I ended up doing, the chunky yarn I ended up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. And then I ran out of yarn. So that's how many I did for that one. And on this one, this is one I want to show you with thin yarn. And for this one I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. And I'm thinking of making it a little bit thicker, but this is a regular yarn and this is thick yarn. Okay, so then you just put in your loose ends, hide them, hide the tail, and you're done. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.